I'm hanging out with Kelly McGinnis, who, of course, is one of those CXOs at one of those Fortune 100 companies. Can we talk about something that's really important, and that is privacy? And what I mean by privacy is when you hire somebody, what kind of questions are you allowed to ask them before you're going a little too deep?
Mm. Well, thanks, Ken. So there's the what's legally okay, and then there's the gray around what is okay. And there are several things you can't actually ask. Like legally, you can't ask somebody's age, you can't ask someone's preferences, you can't ask someone's political affiliation. All things legally you can't say at all. And then there's the gray. So I cannot at any point try to get someone's life around, do you have kids? Do you have expect to have kids? I can't ask any of those things because that could be perceived as potential discrimination if I don't hire somebody. And so for me, the line is I draw things out of people so that they tell me things without directly asking. Because at that point, you can get what you need, you can build a connection, but at the same time, I'm not crossing a line between what I can and can't do in the hiring process.
So, what do you think about the idea of AI interviewing
Yeah.
candidates as opposed to someone like you or someone in HR doing it?
I think it's dangerous. I really do. I think it's dangerous for a couple of reasons. One, I think that the AI is going to be trained to just ask things that normal people do in conversation. You and I, in normal conversation, ask about each other's lives and ask perception related things. AI will do that too. And I think without the human intervention, we could run into potential issues where it's asking things we can't actually ask. But I think if you intercept with some human thing, I think it can be overcome.
As we look at AI, and this is where I wanted to take you, was we look at AI coming into the office, into the corporations, and we see it doing some basic stuff, right? Like your simple, you know, analytical prediction, modeling, whatever it is. But when it comes down to the interpersonal side of things, we see that HR is bringing in AI. We see it coming in as a tool for like dashboard rating if an employee is actually performing properly. Do you feel that that's going to enhance the workplace, or do you think it's going to almost sterilize it?
I think in the very, very basic tactical skill assessments, it will enhance it. But the problem with that is employees are either successful or not successful based on how they react to other humans and how they lead and how they actually relay their messages. Those things you cannot get out of AI. Those are lived and those are observed and those are day-to-day things that we see people do. And I just don't see AI helping with that at this point. And so if any company focuses only on AI related dashboards, the best people will fall through the cracks, and probably people who don't know how to lean anybody might get promoted, Ken. So that's how I see that.
Where do you get excited about AI? What incentivizes you in the corporate space, not in the personal space, but in the corporate space?
Yeah, in the corporate space, I'll give you an example of what I use it for today. I can ask it what would take my team probably days to prepare these very complex reports for me because there are usually only 5 things I care about. And so I ask it to give me a high level assessment of the 5 things I actually care about. And 5 minutes later, I have it. And so from that perspective, one, it frees up my time so I don't have to go hunt myself. Two, it frees up my team's time to do other things that are more analytical. And three, and it teaches them how to actually take information and align it into a couple of things that matter.
Your previous position at one of these companies was in the financial side, the
Yeah.
CFO, right? And
Yeah.
in my mind, please don't take this wrong, I would think that someone like a CFO would probably be one of the first CXO positions to be replaced by AI.
Yeah. I love that comment, Ken. Obviously, it makes me twitch a little bit when you say that, but here's the thing. A very ineffective CFO, I tend to agree with you because the ineffective CFOs are going to be the ones that create reports that look at information and state the obvious that you can find from information. The really effective CFOs, on the other hand, are going to be the ones that take the information, but align it to a bunch of other relevant concepts and relevant facts and shape the future. New business models, new investments, new acquisitions, things that you can't just get from reporting the news. But don't get me wrong, there are some quite ineffective CFOs out there.
Now, I was blown away by talking to a bunch of lawyers, and they were telling me that where AI is today, simple chat GPT is replacing almost anyone that would be an entry level attorney. And they've
Mhm.
actually stopped hiring entry level coming out of college saying, we don't need them right now. I rather use AI to do the work that they would do. And
Mhm.
by the way, that's kind of scary. These kids are going through school.
Yeah.
They're saying, hey, I'm going to go to law school. I can't wait to get out and work for a law firm. Law firms are saying, we don't need
Yeah.
you. What do we start telling this generation that is all excited about this workplace, but now they're finding out competition is AI? What do we tell them?
Yeah, hey, Ken, I just think we need to redefine what an entry level role is. So when I hear things like we're going to take AI and replace all the entry level people, that means we haven't shifted what these roles are doing. So we're doing it wrong. But to me, I'll use finance as an example. The entry level finance job is no longer create a bunch of reports. It's figure out how to use AI to create the reports really fast and then be on the shop floor as an example, figuring out how we actually make money. Because if I can invest 3 years in an entry level finance person doing that, they're going to be a much more effective manager. And so I think we just need to blow up what these entry roles are altogether.
So them graduating school, you're saying that the corporates have to redefine, but how
Absolutely.
does someone graduating define what their future is going to be?
They need to effectively say, my number one thing when I enter this company is going to be use AI really, really well. Learn about that business as fast as you can. The sooner you learn about the business that you're in, and the more quickly you do it, the more effective you're going to be 3 years later. And so I think people just need to redefine what your brothers, sisters, parents did 3 years ago as an entry level person. It's never gonna be the thing anymore. It's dead.
The last thing, I mean, when you look at sports and we always have these athletes that get paid a fortune, the new athlete now is the tech AI coder. I'm not sure if you've seen these numbers from 100 million to 250 million dollars is the signing deals that Facebook and OpenAI are doing. It's insane. This is not scalable, is it? This can't maintain the type of thrust it's going, could it?
No, absolutely not. No, that needs it'll all get democratized, Ken. Like anything else does, it'll get democratized. And nothing can survive that is built around one person, no matter what they make. But if it's built around one person, nothing will come of it. So, I mean, that is my very direct point of view on that. But it's fun to see a headline on the news about it.
People want to find you, read about you. What's the best platforms? What do you like?
Yeah, Substack and LinkedIn lead with Kelly.substack.com.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Kelly.
Thank you.